What is up, everybody? You know who it is by now. It is your boy, Uncle Greg, back at it with another Something Out of Nothing recording, not a live stream. Want to do some pre recording stuff. So let's get to it. Let's start off with the divisional recap from last week as we had the Seattle Seahawks dominating the 49ers 41-6. Kenneth Walker with 3 touchdowns in that dominant win. Also, Lumen Field making their presence as it was difficult for the San Francisco 49ers to work in a cadence. Next in the NFC divisional rounds was a close matchup between the Rams and the Bears, where the Rams get a W in the snow in Chicago as Caleb Williams, guess, pulled a rabbit out of his hat, but then with a late game interception, putting his team down and letting the Rams get the W. Heartbreaker, but Rams move on. So do the Seahawks. Let's get to the AFC side before we move on to the championship preview. And for the AFC divisional matchup, the Broncos ended up beating the Bills 33-30 on a game winner by Will Lutz. So in my opinion, Buffalo Bills, they're pretenders. In my opinion, they should have at least gone to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen did not have his or typical foes that usually have eliminated him or given him a tough time, which was Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, um, Lamar Jackson. The elite QBs were just not in the playoffs, and he didn't find himself in where I believe he should be because a lot of people give him that credit, and a lot of people put the blame to his team. But at some point, this guy's got to get it done. So let's get on to the last game for the AFC so we can move on to the championship game. And that was the Patriots beating the Texans, which, I mean, I think I saw coming as far as the Texans offense just not being able to get it done. CJ Stroud had 4 interceptions. The Pats defense was able to shut him down. Drake made 3 touchdowns and leading New England to the first title game since 2018. So before we move on, how about that terrible information to receive as Bo Nix gets his first playoff win, but then is followed up with a season-ending ankle injury. Probably the worst news you can get as a fan of football and, of course, the Denver Broncos. But let's get into these NFC championships matchups. Championship matchups. Before we get into that, I want to let you guys know how I finished last week with the picks, and it was not my best weekend. My Super Bowl bubble popped as I only got one correct out of the 4 games, and that being the Seattle Seahawks getting the dub, but did not cover many of the spreads as I went 1-3 in both the spreads and the picks. So not my best weekend. My overall record, you see it down below. I have 6-4 in the money line picks for these playoffs and 5-5 in the spread. So let's hope I can finish above 500 with only 3 games left. So for the NFC Championship preview, we have Darnold versus Stafford. Who is going to get the W in this NFC West Championship matchup? I think the defense is going to play a major key if Matthew Stafford is facing pressure. I don't think that's going to bode well for the Rams. I think the same is the case for the Rams defense, putting pressure on Sam Darnold. As earlier this season, they picked him off 4 times, but still gave them a chance to win. So, in my opinion, I think the Seattle Seahawks are too loaded this year. They're going to get that dub. Seattle Seahawks, they have them um, favored by -2.5, and I'm going to rock with that -2.5 with the Seattle Seahawks. That's just how I feel. I don't know about you guys. Um, Next up, the AFC Championship, which is the first game of the day. Kind of went backwards on this, but it's all good. So the AFC Championship, the Patriots taking on the Broncos. I think with Jared Stidham in at Denver, I don't think that's going to be enough. Bo Nix was a huge factor in extending plays and getting the Broncos to where they're at today. And unfortunately, he will not be there. I do think the Patriots are going to get the easy win. Patriots are favored -3.5, and I will be taking the -3.5 along with the Patriots. So let's hope I can improve my total record for the spreads. Um, Maybe get above 500 by the end of the season. We'll see. The money lines right now I'm at 6-4. Let's continue to climb up. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If I'm tripping or my comments are straight, you guys let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get these conversations going, y'all. All right, enjoy the conference championship games this weekend.